Hello and welcome everybody, I am your humble host Gavin the Kitty, and today we are continuing our trek through video game history as we play Kid Icarus, Myths and Monsters. And with me today I have Casey.
Hello everyone, it's me again.
We're using the same mic back to that setup because this game's something new. I've never actually beaten this game, so... Well, we're just jumping right in. Hello, Karmic. Hello, Spaceboy Han. Welcome, both of you. I have some choice words for this game.
Those being...
The bottom text is making South Park Mega Man X joke, even though we're playing Kid Icarus. Cool, cool. Goddess Palutena, ruler of Angel Land, had... Yeah, okay. We're just gonna hit new game and start.
You already paused.
Already paused.
You went through.
I know this isn't really, but I thought I'd make the mention of the joke. Well, it's a good joke. You can break some walls with hammers to find secrets. That is going to be useful bits of information. How's everybody doing today? You made it up. I know. I've heard something like that before.
Wouldn't it be Icarus in that situation? Oh, well, yeah, technically. I did play Zero yesterday, so I should know.
Well, you played X1.
Or X1, that's what I meant. Excuse me. I meant to say X1.
So, this game has... so, this game came out after the first one, of course. But it also came out after most of the, it came out after most of... I think it was after Metroid 2? But it was after most of the major controversies around, you know, there being an angel. Like, Nintendo was starting to get more laxed with their censorship policies. Believe it or not, yeah, which is kind of nice. But to go alongside with that, Kid Icarus here got, I think, both a better adventure and a worse adventure.
This game didn't come out in Japan.
No, it did. Or maybe it did.
This game didn't come out in Japan and wouldn't happen until the 3DS eShop via Virtual Console. Whether the game got actually translated into Japanese is unknown.
I did not know that. I didn't do extensive research with this one. I just assumed, oh, it's a sequel to the first one. It probably came out in Japan. It probably did this and that. Because clearly, the Nintendo Power artists were on for most of the American art. But I couldn't find hardly anything for this game.
Hello, Jared the Rabbit.
Hello, welcome.
I believe this or Uprising was their first entry in the series.
Well, this one's not a bad starting point, but it's also not a great game in general. So, we're gonna get all into my thoughts on this game and what makes it both better and worse. So, for one, we're on the Game Boy. So, we've got a reduced screen resolution. So, we're stuck with this nice aspect ratio with a lot of screen crunch.
So, the bottom text, those are supposed to be barbs, as in barbed wire.
Barbed bushes.
Barbed bushes, excuse me.
Barbed bushes. We'll grab a hammer.
Skylar says, yo, Gavin, what's up?
I'm okay. How are you? Yeah, I'll say hi to you. The bottom text also says, why not make the sprite smaller to accommodate for the screen resolution? They did. This is not the same pit sprite that we saw in the first game.
If I'm correct, the pit sprite is actually much bigger than this one.
Well, the
Not
pit,
by a lot.
not by a lot, but it is bigger. The sprite is changed for this release, which is alright, but some might be wondering, why aren't I going with a colorized hack or something of the sort for this game? It's because I kind of want to just show off the original release of this game and how you'd see it on, like, say a Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Color, because I hardly hear people talk about this game.
I didn't know this game existed until I saw the Virtual Console thing on 3DS.
Yeah, this is one of those games that did not do well. Can you look up whether this game came out in Japan?
I
for me?
will
Because
do
I would
that
like
for you.
I would like to fact check real fast. Not that I don't believe. I like to do a little bit of fact checking. Everybody, Master Splinter says hello. We will be heroes. Well, welcome, regardless.
I really find it funny that Pit's death animation is just his body falling down and then just him rising up to the heavens with a halo above his head.
Jared the Rabbit said Japan didn't get it. Cool. Okay. Well, we're getting more confirmation. Thank you.
It is Japan. I looked it up.
It is in Japan, they said. Yes, but if it's in there in just the 3DS, that means it didn't get the original release. This is going to be an argument today. I could tell.
Kid Icarus.
This is a hot spring. You can recharge your life. We're already full.
You have no idea how much that made that. Those were like my favorite thing to get to in.
Oh, that's interesting the way it handles the sprite transition there.
Oh, is it?
It's just changing the background layer, and it has to screen scroll because the background layers on Game Boy can't be changed. They can't animate without some tricks. So, when I mean tricks, I mean programming tricks, not like
Tricks.
yeah.
I want to make a show that makes of video games like a clip of graphics designer and off to extra graphics they created for Super Metroid while said extra graphics ruin the controls. I don't understand what they're
I'm confused too, but it's okay. I think I'll just accept it.
Ceiling Fan Collector asks, are y'all going to FWA this year?
I'm not.
I might be. I'm not 100% sure yet.
I am not going that far south again. Sorry. That put a lot of strain on the car. It put a lot of strain on me, my boyfriend, my roommate. Last time we went that far down south, we went further than that. We went all the way to we went all the way over to Megaplex, and that just didn't go well. So I'll have con announcements later this year when we have it all sorted out.
Oh, here you go. There is confusion about whether or not this game is considered a sequel to the original Kid Icarus, since Myths and Monsters was not originally released in North America and Europe, and only came out in Japan a month before the release of Kid Icarus Uprising.
So there you go. Yes, it did come out in Japan. Yes, it was 3DS only. And there is still confusion over whether this is a sequel or a remake. And I can see why. A lot of this just feels like the first game. I'm counting it as a sequel only because I can. And because it seemed like that was what they were doing with the advertising for this game. So I wanted to be accurate. Commentary on how graphics designers will add graphics for
For the sake of adding graphics.
Well, oftentimes that doesn't happen. Believe it or not. Usually there's
You can use a hammer.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. That's not in the original.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You must train harder, Pit.
You just shoot him.
I did train. Oh boy. Wow, we're gonna be struggling today, I'm sure.
So this must be the main gimmick of the game.
What?
Did you see that? The Japanese text on screen for like about a split second.
Oh, I did not, but I'm sure the chat's gonna talk about it in a second.
That was weird.
We're gonna go ahead and save and then continue because why not? This game has a save battery because that was around the time when save batteries were becoming more and more useful and a lot cheaper to, use. Xavier says, "Message put as a friend. Great to see you again, Gavin." Well, thank you, Xavier. Welcome. What was I saying beforehand?
You're good.
Sorry, I'm all sorts of scatterbrained this morning. I woke up at 2. I'm all over the place. That's the way the day goes. Why is Gavin so confused? I don't know, maybe just cause. So, this game is confusing for me. because it feels like a sequel. There's some stuff that we've never seen before, like these Tektite looking guys. There's some layouts we've never seen before, but they're very similar. So, I mean, we're clearly going straight from the underworld. It's got a reuse of a plot, which is cool, I guess, but not worth it. This game is just really confusing. Look for a hidden door above this stage's entrance. Are you talking about me, the bottom text?
Bro has the energy of a weeb who thinks he has a fictional wife who is a girlfriend. What? No.
No? Okay. Then who are you talking? Oh, dang.
They must have... Xavier?
Oh.
Take your time, Gavin Dragon. I
Well,
believe in you.
don't poke fun at other audience members, but
Yeah, we try to be nice to each other in chat.
but you know, it's good. I think they're just trying to tell a joke. Is my phone going on?
Yeah, that's your phone.
Can you mute that?
Yeah.
I have no idea who's messaging me.
I don't think I can do it from here. Oh yeah, there it is. I was about to click it.
Just put that up.
I was going to.
Alright. I did die for nothing. Money ain't for nothing, get your chicks for free. Luckily, there's a save function, so I'm not worried about death in this game. Because I'll respawn.
I'm not scared of Hades.
I am not scared of Hades.
I hate death animations whenever you die in a platformer or whatever. Not all platforming death animations are bad.
That was something else that is a really nice change from this game. You can get multiple items from the shops this time.
Oh,
You don't have to pick just one. Which is really nice. Especially because we're probably going to have to grind for hearts later on, just to make sure we have the items that we want.
It's been a while since I've played anything Kid Icarus. It's been like years since I played up.
They
so
are-
I forgot hearts are the currency.
So, for the chat's sake, I'd like to state something for the jury. I have never played Kid Icarus Uprising.
What?
I have been saving that playthrough for something on the channel later on. Probably not right away. Mostly because I don't think I have the time, because I know that game is quite long.
To a degree.
Alright, there's a trick that was in the original.
Oh, that's interesting.
Where it bumps one tile, and you have to stand in the right spot. Let's see what's in here. You must train harder, Pit. I did.
My dad once beat the first Kid Icarus on NES when he was a kid, though he couldn't do it again.
I have done it on the channel, I've beaten it in my free time, and I did one run where, dang it. I tried. So there was clearly like a password there beforehand.
You saw that?
Yeah, I saw that. It was like a password and then it got overwritten. I wonder if that was like a remnant, like it was originally supposed to be a password game and then they were like, nah, we have a save battery lying around. We have extra Zelda cartridges. Let's turn one into Kid Icarus, which could be the case. Because Zelda's the only major first-party Nintendo game that I can think of that has a save battery.
Link's Awakening.
Yeah. But I think this came out before Link's Awakening?
Shouldn't have, because Link's Awakening was like one of the first few games to come out on Game Boy. Let's see here, Tetris, Tennis, I forget what other games came out early in the Game Boy's life.
Your training is complete. Way to go, Pit. Take one of these special weapons. So, one of these will make my thing go further. One of them will add a spiral to it, and the other one will add flaming arrows to it. We need all three of these to get to the end. So, I will let the chat pick on which one we're going to do. Speaking of things I'm going to let the chat choose, later today on the channel, we're going to be running a small poll at the end of today's stream, near the final level, to pick whether we're playing as Mega Man or Bass in Mega Man and Bass tomorrow. So,
Empathetic Apathy says Bo.
Bo it is. In order to use weapon, you must have at least 3 of your life blocks filled. Oh, they said Spiral. Bottom text is ABGN plays Mega Man and Bass. Well, we're not going to be raging that hard, but...
Okay, that's AVGN.
Yeah, he exaggerates for the sake of it, and for the funny. But I probably will not be raging as much as he will whenever he gets to that. If he's done that. I haven't... Oh, we're not playing the Game Boy Advance version.
Oh, no. God forbid we play that version.
No, I have that version, but we're not playing that version. We're going to be playing the SNES version when we get there. But that'll be tomorrow. For now, we're playing Kid Icarus. I just wanted to see what that was. Yeah. Now we know.
Okay, you must train harder.
Look for a hidden door above this stage's entrance.
So, it was at the beginning of the stage. Which means you'd have to backtrack.
Okay. Or I'd have to die.
Also, why is John Doe wearing a baseball cap like in Kid Icarus? That's my question.
What?
I don't. You know how people use John Doe as like a name for somebody they don't know the name of?
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying, why is he wearing a baseball cap? That's what it looks like, at least to me.
I don't know. Regardless, hello Garrett Latimer, who said Spiral, question mark? You'll see it later on when we have the Spiral. But I will show that off later. The bottom text is still going on about Mega Man and Bass. How's everybody doing today? I'm dying. That's what I'm doing. This is gonna be a struggle of a playthrough, I'm sure. I hope it's not too hard to watch. Jared the Rabbit says they're doing good. That's good. Glad you are.
It's good to see you here, Jared.
Let me get another hammer.
Garrett says, having a slow day, the Smilodon Fursuit I commissioned is nearly done, though I can hardly wait.
Ooh, nice.
Hopefully Emil will make his presence known at MCFC.
Well, that's lovely. We've got 2 friends of the channel who do Fursuit stuff. I'd like to do a shout out for them, but I want to wait, because I don't want to, like, sponsor you guys, because I'm not technically sponsored by one of them. And they're not open currently, but Doodle Owl is, so... For my sponsor. He's not, like, a sponsor. He doesn't pay me for it, but... A shout out, because he recommends stuff, he watches this stream. Watch, he'll leave a comment in a couple of days when he gets around to watching this one.
Xavier Doran says, I'm having a wonderful day.
Well, that's good. I will not be at MCFC this year, on the topic of that. Just mostly, not because I hated the con, just because I don't have the money for it. And I've already kind of booked my cons for the year. I just haven't made any announcements because it's not close enough.
Good to see you, Pit.
So because we got that, we now have longer reaching arrows.
So that's what it means.
Yeah, so you have to do a training room to get the item that they give you. There's only 3 sacred treasures, so we have to be sure to get all 3 of them. Let's get out of this stage.
Garrett says, I got the Sabertooth panel onto the schedule, but not the inflatables panel.
Dang.
I miss playing Kid Icarus, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I'd let you play, but this game is, like, harder than the original Kid Icarus.
I meant Uprising. I'm sorry. That's the only game I played. I never played, the original or this one.
I don't think... Okay. So, for those who have played Uprising, but never played the original and have always wondered, hey, is it worth it for me to play the original? No. No. Uprising is a much better game. It tells its own story. It has very little to no relation with either Myths and Monsters or the original game. You do not need to do that.
Garrett says, can't win them all. I want to bring something spectacular for photo shoots. No, the original isn't worth it. Well, here's the thing. Okay, so for
as somebody who's beaten that game more than once, it is not worth it.
I'm sorry. Well, that's like, okay, well, you know what? I can't come up with an analogy for this one, y'all.
Because it's
you
not.
And chat both win.
Yeah, because it's not like Mega Man, where I'm like, yeah, play the first one, learn where it started, because it's still a good game. Kid Icarus is like Confusion.
Well,
it's confused on what it wants to be.
Like a Metroidvania.
It's like
it's a Metroid-like. I know that much.
It's like Metroid, but it's also not like Metroid.
Well,
so I'm gonna save. Okay, so in terms of... Saw that coming. If I jump too high here, I hit those spikes, and... What? Now I'm just confused.
Jared says, okay, sweet. Skylar says, one day I discovered a life hack to prevent sodas from being flat out of a plastic bag over it.
Okay.
The only way to keep a soda from going flat is to refrigerate it.
That's the best way to do it, yeah.
I don't know about putting a plastic bag over it. I mean...
Put the cap back on it. I mean...
That's true. Zenny, hello!
Welcome, Zenny. There we go! We did it.
Yeah, you did. Oh, you can break that.
I know I could break that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I should probably break it. I need help.
Bonk. Puppy dog says, I smell cuteness.
I am not cute, but thanks, I guess.
I'll take that compliment.
Casey will take it.
Garrett says, I'd rather just have stuff I can breeze through in my downtime game-wise.
I feel that. I'm too... So, Puppy Dog says, who is that second voice? So there is me, I'm Gavin Kitty, and then there is Casey Tape, who is with me.
Hello.
They are my co-commentator and helping me to moderate chat. So, first up here is section...
You never looked at the maps now that I realize it.
Nope. This is where I'm looking at the maps. So, we started in a blank room with a door to my left. But I couldn't open that door to the left.
That one. Right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so where's the boss at?
The boss is...
Looks like the boss is over here. So I have to get up there. So I have to go right, up,
right, no,
up, left.
Oh, you have to go around.
Yeah, I have to go up and around. So...
Before you do, though, I'd hit up that hot spring.
Yeah. So hot spring, there's also a shop nearby. Okay, so I think we have a...
So it's well on your way.
Yeah.
Fluffy says hiya, and Puppy Dog goes, I'ma boop everyone, lol.
Okay. So do it. Empathetic Empathy says, are you looking at an online map? Does this game really require you to do that? Yes, it does.
This game is like a maze.
So, when I mentioned that this game is like Metroid in so many ways, it is. So essentially, with Metroid Metroid has horizontal and vertical scrolling. So, in this game, they focused on the vertical, Metroid focused on the horizontal. This was something they did oftentimes with Mario 1 and 2. And then, for this game, they did that. But to go along with that, there's these maze-like sections that match Metroid, while...
Is it a pencil?
That is a pencil, so when we look at our... That's one of the items to make a map.
I see.
So essentially, you can make a little map in the game, but it can just be easier to...
What?
These guys are evil.
Not a pencil. Not
No.
a pencil eraser, though.
No, it's not.
What's an eraser? Yeah, that's exactly what Pitt would say. So if you think about it,
No, because erasers existed even back then.
I didn't know that.
Yes, a
I
lot
thought
of...
they were pretty fairly new.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not the same kind of eraser. But yeah, it's an eraser.
Earthbound?
Yeah, we know it's Earthbound. We know what you're referencing.
Wait, what?
They're referencing Earthbound. Pencil eraser.
Not a pencil eraser, though. Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't get it at
Oh,
first.
boy. Puppy Dog says, how you two doing? I'm doing quite alright. I'm just surviving.
I'm vibing.
Just make a new map. Exactly. So another thing is those little statues are angels. Or some of them are. And we have to free them. Or at least in the first game we had to free them. This game is going to make me go crazy. I think it's up from here.
This game is extremely difficult with its platforming for absolutely no reason.
Well, you've got a floatier jump than Samus. So, that should kind of explain it. We're kind of running on the same control set as Metroid. Except for, like, the shot, just like in Metroid 1, the shot doesn't go all the way to the end of the screen. You need the long beam. So we need the arrows for that. Bless you.
Thank you. I was trying so hard not to sneeze.
Alright, that room is full of ice. Let me see where we are at. So we went up, we saw this room of ice. We're in the shop room. So that means we need to go right. 1, 2, 3, 4 screens. Down 1.
Left one.
Left 1. This is going to be the trickiest bit of this stage.
Thank you, Zenny. Wait, what?
You can flip it up. I want
Is
that.
a torch?
That is a torch. I want that, but I don't want that at the same time. And they swap out. I'll take the torch. I'll go down to 0. So hearts in this game are for the shop. They're currency. They're a blessing from the goddess Palutena. Okay, so we're going right. I'm assuming we just go down on the first screen. We can see it down.
Yep, right there. Oh, gosh. That's infuriating.
Yeah, so that's an eggplant wizard. Now we have to go find the fountain of... Get rid of a curse, so it's up 2 screens. Can you play Sonic Battle no cheats? I already did Sonic Battle, and I'm not doing it again.
You're a shrimp now? No, that's an eggplant, chat.
This is an eggplant. That is the eggplant wizards. We have to basically not get hit.
At least you haven't been deep fried. That's true. I've actually only had eggplants once.
I've had them a couple times. They're not bad, but they're not great.
Wait. Oh, eggplant wizard? Why?
Why? Because Nintendo likes eggplant wizards. I couldn't tell you. Around this time, Nintendo and eggplants were one thing. So let's go right to avoid those eggplant wizards.
I've had eggs, never eggplant, though. Eggplant? It's pretty good. It depends on how you cook it, though.
Yeah, eggplant's not bad. I like deep frying it, personally.
I've had it...
Oh gosh darn it.
Can you not climb down? Or does that affliction not go away?
I can't shoot. It doesn't go away. I have to go back to the fountain.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be difficult. Do they damage you when they do that?
Yeah. But not being able to shoot isn't gonna let me beat the boss, so...
Uh-oh. Out of context question, which is the best NES emulator?
I don't really have a suggestion for that. I'm sorry.
Messen.
You use Messen?
Yes.
I've used that one before. I don't really know. I just picked the highest rated one and I went for it. Yeah, that'll get you in invincibility frames too. Isn't that annoying?
Mm-hmm.
Aren't these guys just the absolute biggest pain?
Eggplant is pretty good, says Garrett.
It is. I think the only reason...
Benefits of eggplant.
There is a couple health benefits from it, but I believe the main reason that eggplant wizards are enemies in this game is because I think it was partially kids don't like vegetables. Like, that was, like, the main, like, gagging point, even though, you know, some kids do like it.
Wizard.
Broccoli wizard. But purple is also the color for death in Japan.
Interesting.
It's why Rayman himself was changed to blue.
That was really unfair.
Yeah, that was. We're gonna give it another go. Luckily, like I said, there's only 4 stages in this game, so it's not gonna be too awfully hard. The hardest part is just gonna be getting there.
That demon is a chomper.
Yeah, he is. So, in our first part, I went over the story of Icarus. What was that? That was a demon. Sent by Hades. And Medusa. So. Bro didn't hold back. No, he did not. I don't expect him to. Vim's Lair, those ones work pretty well. Yeah.
I don't know Vim's Lair. Like, if I were to recommend a multi...
I can't recommend anybody go to Vim's Lair due to piracy concerns.
Yes.
Not because Vim's Lair holds quite a number of ROMs.
Though we don't condone that you do use an emulator.
If you're gonna use an emulator, make your own ROMs, or, you know, at least have a copy of the official game. That's all I'm gonna say, because I'm a dirty freaking pirate.
You do fiddly dee.
Yar har fiddly dee. I actually have a copy of this game on the 3DS, so I didn't pirate this one. Your opinion on Metroid 2 for Game Boy? I actually did a full run of Metroid 2 last 2 Octobers ago. So if you want to go check that out, that exists.
Jared says, because otherwise Nintendo will find you.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no such thing as Nintendo.
There's no such thing as Nintendo. Gosh, that campaign was weird.
It was funny.
But yeah, no. Metroid 2 on Game Boy is interesting. It's better than Kid Icarus Myth and Monsters. And I can recommend at least the 3DS remake.
Oh, that's interesting.
Go pick that up if you're not sure on yourself, because before the eShop closes, that should be the one game people should be working to preserve.
Which one?
Samus Returns on 3DS.
Sure.
Because that game deserves to be kept in high regard. Especially because AM2R is okay, but Samus Returns just cranks that up. I want to blame Canada from South Park, but it's Nintendo. I don't blame Nintendo most of the time. Usually they're within their right to do stuff. But I do, like, it is a shame when stuff like that happens.
Empathetic Apathy says, I can understand why Nintendo had that campaign they wanted to avoid what happened to aspirin.
Yeah.
What?
Aspirin was a name brand. But people called the pill aspirin.
Oh, because of Dr. Mario?
No. He's talking about the brand of medicine, aspirin.
Yeah.
That was a brand of medicine, but it's also what the medicine is called. But people called the medicine aspirin until the point where they didn't have a copyright anymore on their own brand. Because it was just the name of the medicine. God damn.
That was unfortunate.
So think about it. The medicine is not called aspirin.
The medicine in...
No, not in a game, real life.
Yeah, I know what aspirin is.
Okay.
Now, what does this have to do with Nintendo?
They didn't want video games to be called Nintendo. The Nintendo is just the company.
Oh, okay.
When
I see what you mean. Instead of the majority of it, it's one specific thing.
Yeah, think about it this way. Essentially, when you go online and search something up, you say you Googled it, right?
Yeah.
But Google doesn't want you to say you Googled it. They want you to say that you searched it on Google.
Okay, now I see what you mean. It's
because
sort of
if
like
enough
an older person saying like, calling everything a Nintendo because that's what they're used to, right?
Well, no, not because they're calling it a Nintendo. Just because, essentially, they can lose their copyright if enough people think it's generic enough.
Oh, I see. I guess, okay, now I understand. Garrett says, yes, that's, yes, it's why that one display item I made is merely an, Argent Line Centaur and not a silver, I don't know what that is. The bottom text says, I sent the same message twice on accident.
That's okay.
Yeah, YouTube has this glitch where it'll do that.
I once had a comment posted 40 times. I need to just save state. This is ridiculous. It's a mini boss from the Zelda games. Yeah, it feels like it.
The bottom text says, I really love brute forcing and taking hits in games.
I do too, but this
You
game...
have to know when to do it.
Yeah.
Mega Man is a thing not really about strategy, but tanking hits can help to a degree.
So maybe I should probably mention something about this game. There is a level up system in this game.
I'm tired of
There's experience points. So essentially, the more enemies you kill, the more hearts you get, the more experience points you'll have. Once you get to the end of the stage, those are tallied up, and they can extend your health meter. This happened once already, but we need it to happen about 2 more times for what we need.
The bottom text was saying that their comment about brute forcing, it was sarcasm. And then they said sarcasm again, and then Fluffy Zenny said being a tank is always my favorite. The bottom text goes, that was sarcasm!
Listen, I do brute force a lot of my games. I get it. I know what I do. I know I play games like an absolute monster. I brute force like half of the games I play.
Fluffy Zenny goes, bullet sponge is the fun roll.
You guys are great.
I mean, you can ask Gavin on how I play Mega Man.
Oh, it hurts to watch, but you know, it's good.
In case you're not using items.
Alright, so now we have a map.
Or not items, the weapons.
Okay, so as we are going back to the shop again, we're about 40 minutes in. I haven't even beaten stage 1 yet. I would like to ask for you guys to like and subscribe if you haven't already, because we're having a fun time here. And I'm sure we'll have more fun times when, okay, we're gonna take the pencil.
Empathetic Apathy says, it's because of tanks like you people that I play that I like playing a necromancer healer. The bottom text says, don't play Mega Man ROM hacks, worst mistake of my life. Not all of them are bad.
Not all of them are bad, but I do see where you're coming from. There's actually one ROM hack we're going to be showing up later on in the Mega Man playthroughs, with 3. Where they added an intro, fixed a bunch of bugs, made the game optimized for the NES.
Isn't there one for 4 that fixes the music issue?
Not quite sure what you mean. What music issue?
With the bosses. Because, it eats up the channel. When their life is getting filled...
No, that's not a bug.
It's not a bug.
It's not a bug.
It's
a compromise for the NES, yes.
Fair enough.
But it's not a bug.
Fluffy Sandy says, don't watch me play any RPG. I will level health to a ridiculous point.
Oh, not to worry, because we're gonna be doing Dragon Quest sometime later this year. 1. Dragon Quest 1.
You had me panic. I was like, you're throwing it all away? Puppy Dog goes, already subbed. Zenny goes, Necro Healer just means more stuff to tank through and crush, though. That's a fair point.
Alright.
You destroyed that little... Okay.
There's that. Now, before we continue, I'm going to save state. because that is kind of sort of required. I have a turbo button on this controller, so that's what we're going to use. We're going to get rid of this guy as fast as we possibly can. It's like watching a TAS.
I was gonna say, I could only imagine how ridiculous this must look, like, to the boss. Like, Pit's arm is just phasing in and out of existence as he's pulling, like, thousands of throws
C
per minute.
says, can you play Minecraft tomorrow? I actually have plans to do the Sonic and Mega Man packs from Minecraft, however, that won't be this week. I am sorry. That'll probably be next week. Tomorrow's Mega Man and Bass.
You know what's my favorite thing about the Game Boy?
What's that?
You can see the RAM loading and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Memory they
It's
did it again.
there it goes.
It
Back-
will be.
But yeah, that's the one thing I like about Game Boy games. Some of them, they have a clever little trick where they'll make the screen brightness go all the way up to hide that.
There's all sorts of little tricks that I really, really like. Yeah, no. But now we're on the second stage, and this one's got more of a vertical scroll to it. We're gonna see. Those are feet.
Ew.
Everything in this game is either based on a Greek myth, a Greek monster, or a Japanese demon.
No Tengu.
I don't believe there's any Tengu in this game. But most of these enemies do make a return in Kid Icarus Uprising.
They do. I recognize a lot of these.
Oh, secret door.
Fluffy Zenny says, I love machine gunning the bow right into the demon's gut. Garrett goes, Monty Python.
Yes.
Um,
We're totally Monty Pythoning our way through this game.
Puppy Dog pets you.
Okay.
Empathetic Apathy says, so are the feet Greek or Japanese? They are Greek.
Those are both.
Really?
They are both. They are both a yokai as well as a Greek monster.
Interesting.
Yep.
Garrett goes British. Empathetic Apathy.
The feet are British.
They're British?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
They're very well behaved. Can you endure this training? Just starts throwing tiles. Oh my gosh, wait. Now that I think about this, you know what this reminds me of? Do you remember that little animation I showed you of Link in the Fire Temple and all the tiles start rising and flying at him?
Oh yeah, it's the same thing here, except like I'm thinking more of Andros from Star Fox.
Oh yeah, he throws tiles at you.
Yeah. So we got the bow already. So now we're gonna take the spiral because
So these are the 3 legendary treasures?
yes.
Okay. Those do make a return in
Well, they're part of it. They're part of the training for them. That guy that we saw earlier that was like, you must train harder, that guy gives you the legendary treasure, depending on if you've trained. So going in these doors are important, knowing which doors to go into and which ones not to, that's an entirely separate question.
Andros, yeah, the tile spewing attack. Doesn't Andros throw pieces of himself at you?
That too. But he's like a giant face at that point, so like...
I mean, well, yeah, I never played the SNES version. I beat the 64 version of Star Fox.
I played Star Fox 2 and Star Fox 64. Those
2 was interesting.
I really liked 2. I thought about doing a Star Fox thing on this channel, but I don't want to fall into that trap of ending up with... Yeah, I know. I don't want to end up in the trap of only playing, like, space shooters or something. Because I know not everybody's into Star Fox, and I know that Star Fox isn't always, like, the coolest game.
Yeah, but you have a really amazing ad where Sega and Sony kidnap the guy who's supposed to be Fox
For
and
the,
Cloud.
yeah, for the Rumble pack.
Yeah. Whoa. That's crazy.
Oh my
I
god.
still love that. I love that little thing they did. Like they just had Sega as, you know, the
Listen, I gotta give it to Sony though. For in terms of Rumble Pack, I love the DualShock. Like
you
as
love the DualShock? I don't blame you. The DualShock is amazing.
like that is the feel. That is the fit for the controller. That is the ideal controller for me. So I think it was this door that we found the guy in. And then it was a door over that way that we found the training room in, right?
I believe so.
So we're gonna go there, then back, then forward. So this door was the training.
Is it?
Yes.
Could you endure this intense training
With
through
my
a bunch of tiles?
with my turbo button, absolutely.
How are you guys doing today?
Yeah, I know, right? Like that is the feel for this.
I kind of want, like, to make an animation of Pit with a bow, just like machine gunning it.
I'm feeling really hungry today.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
I don't. Funny enough, I actually don't feel hungry at all today.
Oh, we have a flutter now too.
Oh, do you? Well, at least you're not flying, because then those things would burn out.
Yeah, I should probably go over the story of Icarus again, shouldn't I?
Well, yeah. Well, it's different for Uprising because Pit's wings can catch on fire instead of melting, but fair enough. Yeah, I think you should talk about Icarus.
Ceiling Cancer, what consoles does this game come in? I'm guessing come on. It's on... I'm sure it'll come on Switch Online eventually. And if so, that's just covering my bases because it's not on there yet.
This game came out on...
That is. That is a very helpful power-up.
This... Okay, that's kind of cool. This game came out on the Game Boy, I believe... What year did it come out?
This game, it came out on the Game Boy, and it was on the 3DS. Puppy's Nice says they're better now. Got most of the stuff they wanted to do. Yeah, I wanted done so far. Well, that's good.
Oh, yeah, they were cleaning their house.
We did that last week.
And, boy, was it worth it.
Worth it. Absolutely worth it. We
rearranged my room. I have a better setup now.
She's got a better setup now. Truman cleaned the bathroom. We all did the kitchen. We did the living room, and yeah, no.
The in-between room.
It's nice because this was part of what I wanted done around the house, like way earlier on.
Aren't you able to flutter?
Yeah, but like I suck at it.
Okay, think of it like. Oh no, wait, never mind. It wouldn't count. I was about to say, think of it like the the magic carrot.
It feels like the Tanuki.
It feels like the Tanuki, yeah.
Feels like the Tanuki leaf in terms of.
Oh, awesome, Casey. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing some behind the scenes stuff. This was part of, essentially, if
the game is chugging right now.
Game is chugging. We're gonna save real fast. After every stage, we're just gonna save.
Please do. Zenny says, I got my room, kitchen, and dishes done. Oh, and some homework too. Feeling productive. Yeah, you get that working.
Yeah.
You guys can't see it, but I'm doing a thumbs up right now and smiling very cheesily.
Cheeky.
Yeah, I'm a cheeky gal. Ooh, a liar.
So that turns the enemies into hammers that we can collect. However, usually when you find the liar, there's not a whole lot of enemies on screen. You basically have to go hunt them down, so I find it's a little easier to just... You take what you can get, and just go.
I got a little bit more to do, but I can't miss Gavin and Casey.
I mean, you could.
I mean, you could put us on, like, your phone and just have it play in the background while you do stuff.
That works. I've done that before.
No, I understand. Like, not...
Under
see,
the...
he's got a
He does have a hat. That's interesting.
He looks like... Oh, I almost said Jay Schlatt. He does not look like Jay Schlatt.
You'll find a hot spring under the first snake pot. Okay, well that's good to know, but the first snake pot was way back there.
Yeah,
See,
we're not doing that.
so this is something that video games did a lot back then, was the replay value was very, very important. Because you could not only rent NES games, you could also rent like Game Boy games. And the more games that you could play, like the longer you could make a game with secrets and stuff, the longer somebody would take to play it, because they'd have to find all the secrets.
And the Easter eggs, especially if you had Easter eggs in the game, you know, it would get passed around. Your friend will go, "Hey, did you know this was hidden here in this game?" And it can actually help you later.
Well, there was stuff like that all the time. Like, there was stuff like, oh shoot, let's see.
Wasn't it a thing that that companies used to do?
Yeah, like Zelda was based around that idea, like entirely.
Like, specifically, like, you'll be at, like, a cafe and some employee who works for Nintendo or something will say something out of the blue to pique the interest of somebody who might be playing a video game.
Well, no, not really. Not like that. Kids would just find it.
Fair.
Kids would just find stuff.
Kids are interesting.
Well, no, like, I just find stuff in games all the time. And then people would talk about it and it would get passed around. But as far as Nintendo personally going and saying stuff, generally they wouldn't.
You know,
it wouldn't matter.
It's almost as interesting as the fact that I found out the door that's behind the mirror in Mario 64 is a real door, and it functions.
Yeah.
I know they could have, like, you know, left it out, but it functions as an actual door, which I guess it would make sense, because why waste making an extra piece of polygons for that fake room and when you could just put a door there. But you know, it's stuff like that that interests me, and the fact that the walls have collision back there, albeit not great collision.
So we've got some more stuff going on in chat.
Let me see.
Workday is basically over. There was training they wanted to do, but connection out here is
inoperable.
I feel that.
Fluffy Zenny says true. Garrett replies with, it'll handle email and a bit of YouTube, but not the safety training program. Some websites are just unoptimized, and it kind of sucks. Found the Reaper again.
Dang it.
Bottom Tech says, I'm gonna say it. The mid to late 1980s and early to mid 1990s were the dark age of gaming, especially with the whole making video games harder so people will buy them shtick. This doesn't apply to every video game, I'm aware, but still.
Yeah, it doesn't apply to every game, and I honestly feel that there is something lost by having everything online all the time. I think games as a service is a kind of mistake. If you want my opinion on certain hot button topics right now, games as a service is a mistake. Because having them be constantly online and being shut down, like we heard about, like, I don't know, what, 20 games recently just getting taken offline within just the first 3 months of this year.
They're planning to take down Overwatch too, and it just released.
Yeah.
Bottom text, what I have to say about what you're saying in terms of that, wasn't it the same thing with Castlevania between the Japanese and US release?
Yeah. Yeah, they loved getting deals with rental stores. And I understand why, because they'd pay out the butt for those. Oh, come on. Dang it.
That's a little rude.
Yeah, you have to have a feather.
Bottom text says, I also hate when video games get free updates here and there, kind of like revisions, but more infuriating. Well, the thing is,
I don't mind free updates.
The updates are there not just to update what content is in the game, but little do you know, if you read the patch notes, they actually fix bugs at the same time.
Well, okay. I'm going to state it like this. Patching your game is fine. Using that patch as a crutch to have less data on the disc so you can print them out cheaper, that's too far.
That was the same thing with one of the Tony Hawk games, wasn't it? Where
Tony Hawk 5.
It was only like 1 to 2 levels, and the game had to get updated in order. For
one
the
stage.
rest of it.
One stage. You got one stage on the disc, and it wasn't even a complete stage, and the game is already broken and buggy, and I'm still not happy about that. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5, because those were good maps. They just sucked in terms of programming.
Yeah. They serve as a crutch to otherwise release games almost unfinished. Yeah, repeating this.
That's
what you said.
Yeah, that's what I don't like. However, patching a game to give it more content, I don't see that as such a bad thing.
Now, if it was a beta or like an early access title.
Okay, I don't think you should be putting games out in beta in the first place. That's my honest opinion.
Fair enough.
Oh, well, there was the spiral.
Oh no, it's gone.
Where
Yeah,
did
you
it go?
have to have two full health bars to do it.
I thought it was 3.
2.
Well, I could be wrong.
Alright, so we already have those 2. We can't change the lock here. I want to grab that health potion, but looks like no.
Free updates coming soon. Buy our game so we can take over the world. Well, they don't say that specifically, but yeah, they do say free updates coming. Same Symphony says that do be a Kid Icarus.
Yeah, it do be a Kid Icarus. Welcome, Sin. How you doing?
Ooh, there you go.
Let's hope that was enough. Yes! And
Your
now...
life has now increased. Sorry.
I'm gonna save. Anyways, so now our life bar is increased to 3, and once we can fill that up, we'll get another item.
I'm glad No Man's Sky at least tried to redeem themselves with the updates.
Well, No Man's Sky turned into a good game by the end of it for most people, but I see stuff like Babylon's Fall, where it's like they released the game in beta, and apparently the first few rooms were terrible in beta, and then apparently it got better after that first beta stage because everything decided to even out into more of a single player experience, which is fine, but I don't think that they should have released the game the way it should have been.
Sin Symphony says, I'm really sick at home. I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry, bud.
I hope you get better. I was
Dang.
really feeling iffy about that pot, sadly. I wanted to say something, but I was just like, no, I shouldn't.
Oh, no, you're good.
Look at you.
Next time around, I'll let you pick the pots. Yeah, no, I hope you...
This one.
It just kills you.
I hope you get better, Sin. We're... Here at the channel, we're still just trugging along. There's a door up there.
There's a door.
We gotta go get it. So this stage is kind of like a really good stage for level grinding.
It's an athlete's foot.
Stage 2 in Kid Icarus is just generally good for... But yeah, I could see how somebody could look at this game and go, but it's just the same game. It's not a sequel. But I can also see the other way around of why people are so confused on whether it's a sequel or not, because this is... Like, it just feels like more It just feels like the same game.
Well, the people of Japan is what it meant specifically.
Well, no, but even I'm confused. Like, I've always heard this game as a sequel. Are you gonna play Uprising? Eventually. Probably not anytime soon. After this, we're probably going to take a break from Kid Icarus for a good while and head back to the Wario Land games, move into something new. We're probably not going to do 2 right away, but just because that's... But we're going to try to do a couple different things.
Ready with some of that? Well, that's a bit of a reference to the Wario World commercial.
Anyways.
What did you think of that, by the way?
What?
The Wario World commercial for USA.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
I don't watch much advertising past a certain set.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, I understand how that hit me. I
thought you shot at it.
I did.
Since Infinity says I've mostly been playing Skyward Sword HD. I still have yet to play that game. I think I've sinned.
Probably not gonna play that on the channel for a while. Just because it's gonna require a lot more to cover, and they started Wario Land 3 and immediately realized I need a guide to play the yeah.
Okay, so Wario Land 3 is more treasure orientated, and 2 is more transform orientated. The thing is, 3 and 2 don't have a balance between the both. And that's where 4 comes in.
Yeah, I got nothing for that.
I thought you died.
I did too.
Health.
Health?
Thank you. What's that key for?
That will unlock a secret door. In the stages.
Wait, what did you do? What was that glass then? Did that not refill your health?
That is an item. When I die, it'll refill my health.
Oh. Okay.
So that way then I don't die.
So it's like
It's like a fairy.
It's like Vicky's potion from Link's Awakening.
It's a fairy.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Good to see you, Pit. Here's a present for you.
Yay.
Alright, now our attack is even more powered up. I wish there was a signifier for how powered up you actually are, but this game decided not to do that. I feel like I should probably be playing Retroarch, honestly.
Metroid?
Just for the rewind.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Because we used it a ton in the first Kid Icarus game, because...
Hey, what's up? What are you buying? Since Infinity says
oh, it took all our weapons.
Oh, did it? Dang. What did? Dying?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's messed up. Alright, so since Infinity says a very cool game, I basically beat it. I'm just making sure to 100% before I kill the final boss.
We'll have fun with bomb bowling. I use that as a joke, but bomb bowling's kind of fun.
Bomb shoe bowling is annoying.
No, bomb bowling, just rolling the bomb.
I know, I'm saying bomb shoe bowling is annoying.
They're saying, what you buying, mate? I have no idea what I'm buying. I forgot to save.
You forgot to save. Super Metroid 1994 is probably one of my least favorite games of all time.
Don't read out the number next time. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
It's your least favorite? It's pretty good.
Super Metroid.
It has its faults, but it's good. Oh, we're on 2-4 now, and we need the other map.
You've been forgetting to pull up the maps.
No, I haven't been forgetting to pull up the maps. I only need the maps at these sections. Okay, so we spawned in over here. That one's got the pencil. That one's got the torch. So if we go... Where's the boss at?
Top... Wait, hold on. Zoom out. Top right.
Top right. So we go left, down, down, left,
Down.
down, 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 left.
You can end up right next to that shop if you need it.
Yeah. Left. No, we can't go left there. So we have to come from above. So
you have to enter in.
So right, up, left, up, and then we go all the way up to the right. And then we follow it all the way down and around. Gosh, this is annoying.
Well, it's a straightforward shot because you won't have multiple rooms like a maze.
Well, it's not... It is a maze, though. It's not straightforward because not all of those rooms have doors next to them.
No, I'm saying that it's a linear path.
Well, yeah, it's linear, but it's not one that I'm going to remember. All of these rooms look the same.
Never mind.
No, you keep saying it's a linear path. Yes, technically, once you map it out. But it's still not great.
I was expecting quick things. I have too much PTSD from that stage.
That stage isn't that bad. That'll be something. That'll be a fight, I'm sure, when I get there, because people are gonna be like, "Wait, you can do that?" Yeah.
Oh,
But-
wait, didn't you do something crazy with Quickman's stage?
I could just do it Buster only. I could do Quickman Buster only.
No, wait, it was that Mega Man and Bass, was it Mega Man and Bass? It was something on GDQ or something where they were speedrunning, some sort of Mega Man game. And, they were just avoiding every single, I don't remember if it was you or if it was GDQ. It was something that had to do with Quickman's, stage.
I mean, I've avoided the beams before without using Flash Stopper. That's like it's the most tricky thing about that stage. Is if you decide to not use Time Stop.
The controls are super finicky because turning around or changing direction takes a few frames. Does it?
On Kid Icarus?
No, on Super Metroid.
I mean, yeah, it takes a few frames, but like I got used to the controls. To the point where I was able to basically do any stage I wanted without too much of a hassle.
Sin Symphony says Tiger Games worse than me. I don't understand.
I don't either.
They're talking about Tiger
Where is
Electronics.
okay, I don't see. Do you see a fountain anywhere?
I don't believe. Yeah, there's a hot spring right there.
Right there.
Yeah, next to an eggplant wizard.
So to get there, I have to, because I'm right here right now. So I have to go up to the right, up, right. That's gonna be a long way.
What is 6 times 3?
Why you asking? Yeah, 18. I don't know what the Japanese text says there because I don't feel like reading it, but 18 is right.
It might be a joke.
Probably. Alright. We're just gonna take it slow for this section here, because I don't want to die.
Oh my gosh, they're referencing to South Park. The part where they watch anime and they all start speaking Japanese in school.
Ah, yeah.
And Garrison is getting annoyed at them. I actually watched that clip earlier. It's a pretty funny clip.
Health. Not much, but it'll help. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get in this stage. Okay, so we're right here. Up, right. Okay.
The best part is that it's actual Japanese and not something made up. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. The actors actually learned how to speak Japanese for that part. Well, at least those few phrases.
To the right.
Did
Did I what?
you see that? When you pause there, you can see Pit's eggplant frames on the enemies.
Huh. Oh, that's weird.
I think it's okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is just a theory, a very horrible one. But is it because they share the same palette?
Probably. That can be a very... I feel like... Okay, this game's good, but it's not... It doesn't feel optimized. As optimized as it could be. If that makes any sense.
Okay, would this be better if it were an NES game?
Probably.
Oh, that's just... oh, no, chat. No.
Yeah, no.
No, not that guy.
Yeah.
I tried my best not to say just a game theory to avoid that specifically. I'm so sorry, Gavin. I failed.
That was a trap. That was a trapped... That was evil.
Oh, you got set back quite a ways.
Yeah. I get set back even further if I choose to not use the save state. Because I held right too long on the menu. And it kind of locks you in. You'd think that you could just move freely in that little item area. Nope. Okay. To the right. We just have to hit these bottom dudes twice. That. Alright. Down here. Don't hit that guy. Hit...
What? I think this one room is just RNG. Don't go for it. Don't go for it. Just go through.
Because we have an even longer path. Because over there to the right is actually...
Go left. There's just... No, wait. No, that's the cure room. The spring is to your right.
Well, it doesn't matter because I need both now. I need both.
You're where I thought you were. You're right there.
I'm right here.
So the cure is to the left, and then the spring is to your far right, but there's an eggplant there.
So do we just go right first and then left, or left then right?
Left, then... Wait, you won't...
No, because I won't be able to.
Yeah, you won't be able to.
That restarts the dungeon.
Does it?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I can't get through one-tile gaps.
Yeah. You meant...
But I can't go... Yeah, it'll restart the dungeon because I have to start back over from over here.
Oh, you're right.
So
Well,
we have to go right and then up and then over to that one. Mapping. So to the right. Let's at least get healed first.
I like it. You can see Pit's eye and the eggplant.
Yeah, the Captain N showcased this actually.
Really?
Yeah.
The Captain N.
Captain N is like a game theory for a game theory. It makes up stuff about the games and then decides, yeah, it's canon.
Do you think that's where Matt got his inspiration from?
Nah, maybe. There we go. No longer cursed. So now we have to go up and then to the right for the boss. And then we're gonna machine gun them with the bow.
Yep, that's how that works.
That's how that works.
Pit sees a very scary boss.
They're gonna fire again here soon, and I don't like that. Okay, one down. Two down. Where are we at in terms of... So we are...
You're right there, right next to the room, actually. You just have to go right.
I just have to go right. This is gonna be tricky. Oh, boy. I hope everybody's been enjoying this playthrough so far. This has been an interesting one for me, at least.
K.E says hi.
Hello, welcome. Alright. Oh, of course. We have a Castlevania boss. I mean, how else am I supposed to describe that? It looks kind of like Carmilla.
It does look like Carmilla.
Kind of got the same pattern, too.
Where are they from again?
Castlevania 2.
2? 2. That's right, I never got far in 2. I would know. I was dying in the forest.
I've beaten 2 before. I've beaten it a couple times because I got scared for my playthrough for Octobervania a couple years back, and we just ended up playing the game like 4 or 5 times off stream. Found out how fun that game really is, which is quite a lot, actually.
Really?
Yeah, once you get past a couple things, it's like, oh.
It's meant to be like an open world, Castlevania.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's a Metroidvania. Think of it as a Metroid title with hints and clues, so... It's like a hybrid Metroid and Zelda. Alright, I am struggling to hit this guy.
I could just never figure out where to go. That game was confusing. All I knew was to get the
We did it.
horn whip, and that was it.
We beat him. We got our second treasure. We're gonna save now.
Goes right instead.
Left.
What? You left him behind?
Yeah, I left him behind. So now we're on stage 3. Which is great, because I want this game to be over just as much as everybody else does. And by everybody else, I'm sure there's that one guy who's like, I want it to never end!
And to you, we say...
No, it has to.
I was just gonna stay silent. Just leave it as an incomplete thought. Let them fill the gap.
Can't believe the game overs take my items.
S'mores.
Anyways. How's chat getting along?
Yeah, how are you doing, chat?
Training is complete.
Whoopee.
Let's take the spiral. One of the weapons.
Empathetic. Oh.
Chat as well, also happy Pi Day. Oh, it is 3.14, isn't it?
It is Pi Day.
You know what that means? Absolutely nothing.
How dare you? Pi is a great number.
What is Pi Day? It's essentially, so the abbreviation for Pi is 3.14. That was what most schools taught. So, if you look at the date, it's March 3rd, 14, so 3.14. That's it. That's all there is. Gosh darn it. Where's my state at?
It's pretty far back. You're stage 2.4, so I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, you know, I don't have any items.
Save here, actually.
Yeah.
Ah, spooky.
Anyways, but yeah, that's all that Pi Day means.
I actually could go for some pie, man.
I don't have pie mix, but I do have some muffin mix.
Muffins?
Yeah, I can make some more of that muffin cake thing that I made last time.
Yummy.
I can teach you how to do it, too, if you want.
Sure. I know how to make muffins, though.
Yeah, but do you know how to make it into a loaf?
Into a loaf?
It's a loaf.
Oh, wait, that's that thing you made that one time that I didn't get to try.
Yeah, because everybody else decided to eat all of it. Even though I left it for you and Brent ate it.
Yeah, we could try that. What did you put in it again? You put
It's just two separate muffin mix. I picked blueberry and cinnamon.
That was unfair. You should have gotten past that. Fluffy Zenny goes, pizza. Our shop had 2 for $14 for Pi Day.
Oh,
That's
nice.
not a bad price. Depends. Are they like medium or large pizzas? Full pizzas?
Whole pizzas. So I'm assuming you mean large. Which that's not a bad deal.
That's not a bad deal at
Like,
all.
I would jump on it, personally.
Yeah, large pizzas.
Alright, I think we're just gonna go for the end here. I don't care what ending I get at this point, I just want an end.
I want it all to end.
This game...
It looked at himself.
I was so positive I was gonna walk away from this game being like, yeah, it's pretty good. I'm walking away from this game going, this is kind of terrible. Like, this is worse than I thought it was.
That's sort of like how I was mid-stream through Wario Land BB, where I was just like, where's the key?
Yeah, Like, Wario VB was fun, but like,
Wario VB was fun though. I think I was just really out of steam at the moment.
but this, like, my day is just starting for me. Like, this should not be.
Middle? Never mind. Oh, you were right.
Okay, pick one.
That middle one looks really suspicious. Okay. Don't hit that one. Hit the one on the middle top. Or not middle top. You know what I mean?
This one?
Yeah.
This one?
Go for it. Damn it.
That was my pick. That was on me.
Tomorrow is Revolution Day for my country, so it's a free day for everyone.
That's nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, no,
We almost got him.
almost.
When you shot that one pot in the middle, I was like, what are you doing?
Forgetting that I had told you that you could pick. That's all that I was doing.
Free will? What's that?
You choose? What?
You choose nothing.
Okay, we're gonna take that hammer, because that's gonna be helpful. We're gonna
How
go...
many hammers do you have?
Five.
Only 5? Oh, well.
I'll waste one there. Might as well. This game is gonna be sneaky. Okay. And back to the left, up. Good to see you, Pit. Here's a present for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at 5 strength. Our arrow should, like, take Medusa down instantly with that kind of strength. That's ridiculous.
Haha, Pit. You'll never defeat me. Boink.
Blink. Blink.
Oh my god!
You broke her heart, Pit. What do you have to say for yourself? Well, I never learned how to read. Anyways.
What do you have to say for that, Pit? Lady Baltaina!
Oh my god, yeah.
Each shot is just 5 arrows tied together now.
Link has nothing on Pit over here. 5 arrows at once.
Doesn't Link, in one of the games at least, fire a bundle of arrows?
Yeah, you can fire up to like 3. But like the 5 arrow bow breaks really quickly. Pit's built different. Pit's built something.
On top of that, Pit does have an arrow that's blessed by the gods, so... I mean, that's gotta count for something.
Pit also never learned how to read, though, so like,
he?
how- no.
He doesn't know how to read?
That is one of his death quotes from Build Stupid.
Bill dumb.
Yeah, no, Pit, that is a death quote from Pit in Uprising. That he
Really?
never learned how to read.
I don't think I've ever gotten that one.
Yep. Nope. That's one that me and Truman quote at each other
I
sometimes.
never learned how to read.
Especially seeing as I'm very stupid.
But I find it funny because Pit is actually really good in battle. It's just that he just doesn't know how to read.
Yeah, no, he's dumb as a box of toothpicks.
Okay, you go for this one this time.
Instantly dead. Woot. It's a...
Did you collect that heart at least?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I was about to say. I thought you just left.
Yeah, screw this. We're going home.
We're going home, boys.
I mean, we're almost there, so...
Bonk.
So, I didn't go over the story of Icarus
I didn't
again.
hit you?
I guess not.
Oh yeah, you were gonna tell the story about Icarus.
Yeah, so Icarus is a story about Icarus and his father fleeing from Rome to Greece. Or Greece to Rome, I can never remember which.
It was from Greece to Rome.
And they had to cross a river or an ocean or something, a large body of water. It's been pointed out on a map before to me, I just don't remember.
Does it play the music when the Reaper sees you?
That's what's playing right now. It's not playing anymore. Why are you looking at me like that? I killed him, and then I killed all the
No,
repets.
No, it's not. I'm not hearing anything.
What? You haven't... Oh my gosh. Daedalus was the father, right? And they were trapped in the tower. Yeah, and they had to make wax wings to try and escape. And they were... The wings were blessed by the gods, and they were told, don't fly too close to the sun, or they will melt. Don't fly too close to the ocean, or you will be eaten by a sea beast. And Icarus saw the joy of flying and got cocky and said, Father, look at what I can do, and flew way too close to the sun. And then in an attempt to correct himself, decided to then attempt to fly lower, and went too low because his wings had already partially melted. And he ended up essentially just melting the wings and then being eaten by a sea beast. And Daedalus, who had made it all the way, was left to not only mourn his wife, but now mourn his child. Because Icarus is stupid. Icarus, built stupid.
Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Icarus himself is stupid, so is Pit.
Yep.
How old was Icarus in that story?
Like 13.
13?
His father was like 40. If I remember.
Probably old man.
He lives to like 45 or something silly like that. He doesn't live very long.
I love stories of old. Yes, indeed.
Stories of old are great. I love educating people.
Heartwarming?
Heartwarming! Yeah, a tale of caution. How heartwarming.
Wasn't there was a story that I really liked. It was about two children, or two boys, that were orphaned as children, and they were adopted by a wolf, I believe. It was a Greek tale. I could be wrong.
Well, any children that are born by wolves are not raised by wolves are not going to fit or conform into a human society.
Well, they did.
But they don't. Like, I mean, legitimately, IRL, they don't.
Yeah, no. I know they don't. Listen.
That's a factoid I learned recently.
You know what? I'm just gonna skip it. we're skipping this story. We're going on to the next 15
and now we
commandments.
start on to
Commandments.
and then we start on to the Iliad and the Odyssey, and then we're here for hours because that story takes a while. And
the one written by Homer Simpson.
it's not written by Homer.
I know.
We don't know who
the
wrote it.
Odyssey.
We don't
It...
No, we don't know who wrote it.
Really?
Homer was just the guy telling the story. He was just the first guy to write it down.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
We have absolutely zero idea of who actually wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey. It's often given to Homer because he was the last person to document it. And he told it pretty well from people's testimonies at the time. But he did not write it.
Okay, so he was the second party to it.
He was like the 12th party to it.
Well, in terms of telling it.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, well, that's new. I didn't know that. What did Plato write? Plato wrote, Gosh, now we're just...
Plato wrote a lot of plays.
History 101, chat. I hope you guys are ready to come back to school.
Well, it ain't History 101, because I'm not boring like a teacher, but, you know.
Well, at least we make it, like, fun-filled and actually get straight to the
Risk poison in the first big lake to reveal a spring.
point. I almost said lake. Pit just dumps an entire bottle of poison in a lake. All the fishes just rise up to the...
And then he jumps in, and it's like, it's healing me. No, Pit, that's killing you.
No, he becomes so, like, disorientated and starts hallucinating from the poison.
Seems like we have another message in chat.
Iliad was another name... Oh, Ilium was another, name for Troy, and add the story of, so in other terms, Iliad means Troy story.
Yeah.
I know it does.
Yes, it does.
I know it does.
This is 100% correct.
It's the fact that it says Troy story, it's very similar to Toy Story.
So that's where Toy Story come from. Nope.
No, it
No.
doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
I could just imagine the story of the Iliad but being told with Toy Story characters.
They have everything. Well, I'm gonna take that. We're gonna book it.
No, Space Boy, it's not how it went. And you know it. Oh. You know what? The music of this game sucks. I'm turning this back down.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. It is not great. The audio here is...
They use too much of a delay with release, which makes it sound like a bunch of bells.
Well, I see what they're going for. It's like, oh, look, it's heavenly. But that's not the sound that the original Kid Icarus went for.
Yeah, it was more of... What was it? It was more of like an adventurous take of like, you know, I'm starting out on my journey and it's gonna be a long one. With the theme that we all know and love today.
Yeah, instead they were like, let's just make it angel music. And it's
It just starts making hymns.
I don't like this. Pit starts speaking in tongues. Imagine a Kid Icarus game, will you? Where Pit is possessed by a demon. Everyone cried.
Dante?
No, we're not playing Devil May Cry. What are you thinking?
I still find it funny that people think that a lyre is a harp, even though they're completely different.
Well, they're not that different. They're not. They're really not. They're both large stringed instruments that you have to play while sitting down.
Yeah, but a harp is the full chromatic scale, I believe, over 2 octaves.
2 or 3.
And a lyre is about 1.
Okay, well then the Harp of Ages should be the Lyre of Ages, because it's not the full octave. Link, built stupid.
Just like that! It didn't play the song.
No, it didn't play the song because I killed it.
Well, guess what? Because of that, was that the Grim Reaper? No, it's just a...
No, that's Johnny. That's Johnny.
Grim has his day off. He's too busy. He's too busy with Billy and Mandy to join in this game.
Yeah.
Enough of your games, Billy.
Okay, so we are now on the last one of these screams. Where are we at?
Okay. Whoa, what is that dungeon?
I know, right? So we're starting
It
up
looks
here.
like a Zelda enemy.
So then we go. Let's start by finding the boss. Boss is down here. Left, up, left, up, up. Nope, left. No, down. Left. Squeeze. Up. Right. Up. Casey, this game hurts me.
You know what the... Oh, no, that's not right. Where is it?
Found the boss.
Already?
Yeah, I found the boss. I just have to go get there now.
I was gonna say the dungeon kind of looks like this.
It does kind of look like a guy. Like the evil dudes on the overworlds.
Casey compares everything to something else.
Somebody say, we got some...
So which do you have a greater affinity for? A harp or a lyre? I like the lyre a lot more.
Shrug. Makes no difference for me.
It's just Papyrus being lost in a different game.
I mean, I guess. It kind of looks like a star.
What is that? Final boss.
So
Is that...
Spider. Down. Okay. Right, down, left. Or left, down. So we need to go down and then to the right.
I just thought of something. Medusa is one of the bosses for Castlevania. Wouldn't that mean that Simon Belmont is more stronger than Pit?
Well, yeah, but there's differences to the Medusa here and the Medusa of Castlevania.
Fair point.
The Medusa of Castlevania is just another monster.
How did you not get hit by that?
Don't ask me. I have
I'm gonna ask
I
you.
have no idea. So we're in a room with some fireballs.
Pit in his credit card.
So we're gonna go down and then to the left, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
where are you trying to go?
To the boss.
Oh, okay.
Ah!
Look, you got 0 credits left.
Great.
Wait, credit? What? Okay.
We're using old-timey arcade terms, because that's when this game came out.
Can we talk about this floor tile really quickly and how, like, unoriginal it is? Like, everything else looks gorgeous except for that one checkerboard. Look at it! It looks like a test thing.
Looks great in the NES version.
I bet it does.
Because there's actual color to it. That little blob. Okay. Comes down, that comes up. Hammer.
Bonk.
That goes down, that one goes up. To the right.
Oof.
Dang it.
So I assume it's like potion.
That's like a small potion.
Okay.
It'll heal you up a little bit.
Oh, so that's why there's that one image of Pit drinking out of a chalice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it from my gameplay skills today, it feels like that's what I need. My god. '91. This game came out in '91. What else was out in '91?
Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis.
Mega Man 5?
That's all I know.
X1 was around the corner.
I think Super Mario World came out in 93. Or was it 92?
I don't think it matters, because either way,
Any game would be better than this one.
this game doesn't feel like it learned anything from the NES game. It feels like it regressed. Hi, Blue! You were snoring, that was a while ago, but I will unmute you real fast. Sorry, bud.
Oh, they are muted.
Sorry, bud. Hi, Blue. How you doing?
Because music.
Nope, you're unmuted now, bud. You're good.
Hello.
How you doing?
I am fantastic.
That's good. I am struggling at this game.
I see. I've never played this one.
That's what a lot of people have been saying. It seems like this game didn't come out in Japan originally, either. So,
Where did it come out at then?
just the States, up until, like, 2013, when they re-released it on the 3DS.
Wow.
And it's normally Japan that gets first dibs, if I'm correct.
Generally, yeah. But this one's a little different, and I don't like this game.
You don't like it?
I don't like this one. I enjoyed the original Kid Icarus, but this one is not great.
Foxino says, heyo.
Hi, welcome. Oh boy. It's a day. So what have you been up to, Blue?
Working. And just getting ready for MCFC next weekend.
Ah. Yeah, I wish I could go, but... Nah. I gotta save my money somewhere this year, since I've got Artie's wedding later on, and, a con and I've got Denver that I'm going to as well, so...
Ooh, that's gonna be expensive.
Yeah. Especially because Denver is just gonna be me. I'm not taking Truman with me.
Forget old Casey.
Oh, and Casey too. You're not coming either.
You're not coming. It hits me with a bat.
Nope. You're not doing it.
I mean, I got my own cons to go to as well.
Mostly.
If I have the money for them by then. I don't know.
Okay. Off to the next.
So is it just that one room that you're struggling with?
Yeah. Because I get there with really low health.
What?
Every other time that's been like a potion or something helpful, and now it's just...
Nothing.
Here's an enemy. Ugh.
We shall laugh at you.
Yeah, this game feels like it's laughing. Okay. I'm in a room with a bunch of those guys.
Give me a second. You're not there. You're right there.
Where?
You're right there.
Here?
Yeah, exactly right there. So you have to go left and then down.
Where's the boss? All the way at the bottom of the dungeon.
I need to stand up for a second. My tail is hurting.
I knew today was going to be a struggle.
How much of a struggle
Today
you
has been a struggle.
What?
Today has been a struggle.
Yeah, not really. I am not on another trapped enemy. I'm ready to just stop hitting those. Okay. So now we've gone down. We need to go left or down. I think I'm going to take down and then to the left. Because that's all the way over there on the other side. I think I'm going to start using a save state here, because this is... Because I'm one hit away from death, and I don't really want to die. Oh boy. And that is why save states are useful.
I'm gonna be real with you, that death theme does not hit.
No, it's like a dual audio variant of the NES version, but it doesn't hit the right notes. I think, honestly, I feel like the NES version, the NES game just is better in every single way.
What was it, Seth? It was something like something like that.
That was the Game Over track.
That was the Game Over track? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Dang it. So I either come from over here, because I can't do the crab walk anymore, like in the NES one.
Okay, so just... Ooh, nice dodge.
Okay. We're gonna save state.
What is that item? It looks like a credit card.
I don't know what it is. All I know is I found it. He dies like an angel. Well, because he's Pit.
He is an angel.
He is an angel. He's Kid Icarus.
I found that very funny with this one, because I'm like, isn't he already an angel?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so you're right there.
Yeah. So we
So
need to
you-
go down and then all the way to the right.
Up and then to the right and then down again. Unless you want to visit that spring first.
I do want to visit that spring first.
So,
Cause...
when you get into this room, be careful because there are those head enemies.
Okay.
Did you...
I save state somewhere, so...
Oh, right there. Okay, so...
That's fine.
wait, try to farm these guys for...
Also, welcome Cuddly Kong. Glad to have you.
Save state.
Okay, there's that. I don't want to make too many save states here.
Fair enough.
It didn't read my shot right away.
February just popped in and said, hey.
Hello, welcome. Down, down.
You're never playing this game again.
Nope, I'm not touching this one again. It was fun on my 3DS when I could play other games, but today for a stream, this was a mistake. This was an absolute mistake. I shouldn't have said, yeah, let's play the Kid Icarus games.
Well,
I knew they were good. I didn't know which one. I didn't know the second game in the series was just automatically
trash.
difficulty strewn out way too high, cryptic secrets, and constantly asking you to replay stuff. Like, we found rooms so far that are just like, here's a secret, and it's way back in the beginning of the stage, so there's no point to going to it, because you're already losing ground on the level. Another big question is, why are all of these rooms sized the exact same size as the NES versions? I don't like it.
Didn't Mega Man do a better job with its room sizes?
Yeah.
On Game Boy?
Yeah, it did. Because there's not stuff hidden off screen for the Mega Man games on Game Boy. It's using the NES-sized sprite, but it doesn't feel like a handicap. It feels like it was designed with that in mind.
I feel like this game would have done way better had they had more time with it or spent more time with it and put it on NES instead.
Spaceboy Hunt says, which Mega Man game is the best? I have a whole 2 videos right now detailing the best one to start with. My favorite so far is 11. I really like the way that one was, but I'm sure it'll get dethroned eventually.
Well, that's his unbiased opinion, because honestly, 11 is really good.
Well, it's a bit of a bias.
It's a bit of a bias?
There's a bit of a bias.
I constantly hear Gavin gush about 11. So, yes, it is true. 11's his favorite.
Either that or 6. Those two are...
6 is pretty good.
Either that or 6.
I'm sorry for all the state reloading.
We really should have done this on RetroArch.
Yeah, I should have. I feel bad because I was like, oh well, I'll have an easier
Just
time.
run to the left after you shoot the first one.
Oh, we got a little bit of health.
You are so lucky.
Can
you find an HP potion?
Eventually we will, I'm sure.
HP potion. I'm sorry, that's funny to me. Alright, so you went down and right, you're right there.
So we're right here, so all we have to do is go right 1 room, up 1 room, and then right 2 rooms.
Apathetic Apathy says, if you could have any Mega Man Power weapon IRL, which would you want?
I don't know. Tough question. Don't know how to answer that one. Sorry.
I don't know if I want Ice Slash, Gravity Man's weapon. Oh no, wait, that's the black hole thing, right?
What? Gravity Man's weapon?
Yeah.
No, Gravity Man's weapon flips gravity on its head.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Which one is the black hole bomb then?
That's Galaxy Man's weapon.
Oh, it's Galaxy Man.
Okay, Spaceboy Hunt says shush. They wrote health potion. Okay, so now all we have to do is go down. Right, down. Because there's no doors here.
I didn't say that.
That's a trap room.
Not only that.
Imagine if you got hit by one of those eggplant wizards.
Now see, where's the closest,
Oh, you want me to see where the closest one of those is? All the way either up here...
or to the far left. Dang.
Or to the far left. So you'd be going back quite a ways.
Yeah.
So down, right, down.
This game is not structured well with its dungeons, to be honest.
Down, right.
Is that you? That was like an echo.
Yeah, Blue's got his TV turned up.
Ah, I see.
No.
Spitters.
Well, then I can still hear myself, though. Sometimes. Not all the time.
Oh, right, that's right. You lost the spiral.
Wouldn't matter. They don't allow you to use them in the dungeons, anyways.
Really?
Yep.
What is the point?
Have an easier time in the stages.
This game sucks. I own the Rockman Complete Works version of 1, 2, 3, and 4 on my PS Vita.
I own
This
one.
stuff Vita.
I own 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 6 for the PS1. But honestly, the Complete Works versions are nice. I say the Legacy Collection versions are a lot better in many ways, but I do love the remix musics, the added shop and stuff. But once again, I have a whole 2 videos covering the best ways to play every Mega Man game. They're called The Ultimate Guide to Mega Man Parts 1 and 2, and if you haven't watched it yet, that's a good way to get my opinion on every single title.
Plus, there's a bit of neat facts every so often in the video. That's
A lot
pretty
of stuff people wouldn't know. A lot of behind-the-scenes details.
cool. Spaceboy replied to Empathetic Apathy. It says that I think it's mimetic weapon system.
It's the variable weapon system. Is the one for Mega Man. I don't know what the mimetic weapon system is. I'm assuming they mean variable weapon system.
Okay. Bottom text says, despite being Japanese exclusive, the games games can still be bought in the English PS Vita store.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
But only the first 4, not 5 and 6. 5 and 6 they left out.
Because it's too good for us people here in the West.
No, just because they left them out. I have not found a single bit of information on that. Of course, Legends 1 and 2 are both on the shop as well, and those are worth picking up if you've never played them before. I cannot get a handle on this.
Basically, it's capable of analyzing and replicating other robotic systems
That's the variable weapon system.
from Powered Up.
No, it's variable weapon system. It's
So
not
it's an actual thing from the game.
No, but mimetic is not variable weapon. It's called the variable weapon system.
No, the one you're talking about.
Yeah. That's not mimetic. It's variable. Oh, Legends.
Mimetic. I think they
Tell
took
that to Google.
Tell that to Google? Nah.
No. Google's wrong. Okay, look that up
I'm
because it's
Googling it right now.
because it's a variable weapon system. That's what it says in the manual. That's what it says in the game itself.
Which game is it from?
Mega Man X says it. Literally every game that I've ever seen them go over the analyzing Mega Man himself.
Oh, his Buster, where he's able to take the powers of the other Robot Masters.
Yeah, it's called the variable weapon system. Oh, well, Legends 1's a good game. I'll show you guys better ways to beat that because you get so many awesome weapons in that game. Especially the shining laser. Takes care of the final boss in 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's right here. It just says, it is possible to combine... Stop showing the ads. It says, it is possible to combine Buster technology with a variable weapon system, or in case of handheld variants, install elemental chips to change the properties of their shots.
That's from Zero.
Either way, it still says it. The variable weapon system. Now I'm gonna search up what they put in and see what that is. It's a definition of a word too. Relating or constituting habitually practicing mimesis.
Where? No. Variable.
Yeah, I know. I searched it.
No. They're saying wearable. It's variable. Boy, I don't like this.
So I searched it up, and there's nothing on here saying anything about Mega Man in general. The only thing that I can get that's close to anything is the Terminator and SCP. That's it. So where you got that from is beyond me.
Probably something MatPat said once or something.
You know what? That wouldn't surprise me. Doesn't he make up words too?
He makes up quite a lot.
What's that one name they gave, Napalm Man? It was something ridiculous. It was a made-up word as well.
Moltanic.
Moltanic, that's right.
Because they wanted to not use...
Napalm.
That's the first link they got? What do you mean? Okay.
I'm so confused.
I am too.
Well, if it's something that's not fandom.com using the Mega Man knowledge base, it's probably not true. Or inaccurate. Because a lot of the sites have inaccuracies with lore or anything. Like, I've seen a site that says that Wario is part of the Mario Brothers, is part of the Mario Brothers and not, and is completely related. I'm like,
But he's
well,
not.
That's not true. It's things like that that can get you.
Gosh darn it.
Is this the final boss? Or...
No, there's one more boss after this.
I just want this game to be over.
Is that the only attack he has? Is shooting arrows?
What?
Was that the only attack that he has? Is shooting arrows?
Yeah. That's the only attack I got.
Would be nice if you could take the freaking upgraded things in here. The upgrades.
I decided since this game had a save system to use the MGBA, so I don't have my rewind function like I normally do. I usually don't use it as a crutch, but this game's pushing my limits.
At this point, I just resort to using the auto fire button. This is really getting annoying.
I was, until I realized I was missing more shots than I was hitting with it. Okay. Use another save state.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Because this is the monotonous pattern. And that was a flub up on my end. Okay, so just don't stand there. Got it. Can you look up what reviews at the time said about this game?
Oh boy! Any more frustration and you're going to be poking memory registers. Says Garrett.
Nah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. We got Casey looking them up and the bottom text. I'm not allowed to tell you,
Yeah,
Space Boy.
that's completely.
That's against YouTube's terms of service. I straight up.
Oh, that's kind of illegal.
I can't tell them where to get it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'd love to. I would love to. Because video game preservation is a great thing, and I'd love to just say, oh yeah, here. Your best bet is just to look up forums and stuff.
Illegal
No. It's because most Spaceboy Hunt, it's emulators themselves are not illegal. Using ROMs are not illegal. However, to get the ROMs, you have to either dump your own cartridges or have a copy of the game itself to make it legal. Generally favorable reviews.
I'm gonna check right quick because I don't believe that. Is it of or is it just myths and monsters?
Myths and monsters, no of.
It got a 2.5 out of 5 from GameFAQs, 3 out of 5 from Best Buy. And of course Nintendo Life is gonna rate it 8 out of 10.
I'm not talking crap. We're not talking crap about Wikipedia. We're just double checking with with other reviews just to see, because Wikipedia is a great source of starting knowledge.
But
And generally, it is fact-checked quite well, but I still like to double-check, because I'm about ready to put in a Game Genie code, because this is starting to push my buttons. I ducked underneath it, and it said no.
Yes, I know what the game is. I want to know what it was rated IGN.
Hello, Versington. Hello, Tyler. Hello, Andre. Can you check the... Can you read the chat for a while?
Yeah, I'm going to, because...
Because I might just call this quits here soon, because
Wikipedia asked me to give 1% of my tax to it. Yeah, Wikipedia's been asking of that recently. I don't trust it.
They do it all the time.
Garrett?
Every year they ask, and it's like, no, you're run by rich people.
You don't care about me, you care about my money. Garrett says, yeah, just poke the memory registers for your hit points. The game's being a jerk, you don't have to take it. Bursington the Kangaroo says sup, and Fluffy Sunny says OMG, I'm round now.
Hey,
but
can you give me a... Hey, can you look up a Game Genie code for me real fast?
I'm gonna look up a Jane Keith. I said that backwards.
Game Genie code real fast. Just something for infinite health, because this is too much. Hello, Wiley the Hyena. But why isn't it a free knowledge site? I have no idea.
It is a free knowledge site. They're just asking.
They like to ask for donations. I don't know why. And Pathetic Apathy says, I saw at some point that apparently a lot of money Wikipedia gets goes to parent companies and then donate to other places. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alejandro says, hi, hello. What's his empty bottle sounds? I don't know. So what's the code?
Give me a second.
Okay, we're just gonna put...
That's the same website I'm on.
Add a Game Shark.
The only thing I could find that would be useful is always flashing invincible.
Always have map, pencils, torch, compass. Can re-enter
Infinite
doors.
life. Found it. I found the code for it.
Hang on, just real fast. It's at the bottom.
Yeah, it's right there, right below infinite keys.
Perfect.
No, I hope that doesn't. Oh no, wait, I'm stupid. Invincibility. There's a lot of invincibility codes.
Okay.
Alright, so
Save.
Alejandro goes hi. Tristan says hi, Gavin, and
Oh.
Casey the hyena says sup.
Hello, everybody. All right. Save. Save. Close that.
Do you load it,
Boot that.
or does that?
It should automatically take effect. There we go. We're not taking the games anymore.
Also, what's funny is that item that I said looks like a credit card is a credit card.
Yep, it's for the black market shops. Which we saw one of, but...
Revolta says sup, Gavin.
Hello, everybody.
This game makes me mad.
Yeah, this game is too much. We're just gonna save it.
Who thought this was a good idea?
Somebody.
The Palutator. What are you talking about?
King of the Evil Land. And they've turned Palutena to stone. Alright. Apparently we can only wear the wings. Too bad I've got all of them.
Aren't you already wearing the treasures?
Yep. Oh, now we actually have some okay music. Alright. So... yeah, no. I'm usually pretty skilled at games, but this is...
This game just takes it unfair.
this game's got a degree of non-finesse to it.
A lot of Nintendo games were unfair then.
Well, not
No.
exactly. Most Nintendo games are quite fair. I think that there's a... so there is NES Hard, but there's a fairness to that difficulty.
Because it teaches you.
There's a teaching method to it. There's a learning curve to it. It feels like there is something to it. This game feels like you played the first game? Cool. Here it is with screen crunch, and we made everything hit way harder. That's not being... that's not having that NES level of fairness. Because the original Kid Icarus did have a level of fairness. There was a password system. You could keep your items when you died because of the password system. All in all, it just felt like a more complete title. Bonjour, Angel Lachita. Welcome. And
CJ
March and CJ. But no, most NES games have a level of fairness. This one has decided to... About halfway through, it was like, okay, we're kind of stepping up to the quality of the NES Kid Icarus. And then that last dungeon was like, oh no,
Throwing it out the window.
we're gonna throw that out the window. And here's the final boss.
It's the guy.
Here's Orcos. Well, seeing as we didn't fight him in NES Kid Icarus, I think that's what qualifies this game to be a sequel.
You fought Medusa, right?
Yeah.
Or was it Hades?
We fought Medusa. I think this is supposed to be Hades.
Because I know that Medusa, Pandora, Hades are all bosses in Uprising.
Alright. And we beat Orcos. Or so we thought. That looks like Hades.
He just looks like a traditional demon.
Thanatos as well, hello.
Thanatos as well, yeah, thank you for that. I'm gonna sell all my Nintendo consoles because of the Nintendo DS decisions as of recently, especially during the 3DS.
Well,
I wouldn't do that
yeah, I wouldn't do that either.
because
Okay, so for one, they closed the 3DS eShop because you can't keep servers open forever. This was the information that was told to people long before these were problems started arising. The Wii eShop, the Wii Shop channel, that one was even told, yeah, it's gonna close someday, and everybody kind of knew it. The eShop on Wii U and 3DS, we kind of knew it was gonna close one day. Luckily, there's easy ways to mod your system and back things up, and also the fact that Nintendo still allows you to download all of your titles is nice.
But just because the shop is closing doesn't mean you have to sell all your things at a spite.
Yeah, because it doesn't spite them at all. It just makes your life less comfortable.
But on top of that, you have valuable systems that still work and function.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, we have quite the big collection. Well, you have quite the big
Yeah.
collection. The only thing that I really have are the Gameboys, and that's about it. And the 3DS. Never mind. Well, we're not putting you down. You can make that decision if you wish, but we're just saying... in our
might not be
opinion-
a smart decision.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Garrett... Jared says it's bullet hell time? I would say so. Garrett says, and Hydra. I'm assuming they're naming off bosses
Thanatos and Hydra. Oh, you're right. Hydra, actually, is what it is. It's not Hydra, it's Hydra.
Is it?
Yeah, they're naming bosses from Uprising.
Okay. Space Boy says, I wish I have a DS.
They wish they had a DS.
And old 3DS still works. Oh, here's the track that we've been waiting on this entire game. A lot of games on there will become lost media unless physical copies of them are made to exist. Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Which is why I'm glad emulation fronts, like how we're playing this, exists. I'm glad that Nintendo supports its older games with the Switch Online service. I just wish that more companies could see the value in preserving their older titles. Especially because...
some people love those games, but they never get brought back.
Yeah, stuff like Chrono Cross was had a remake because the company was scared that people wouldn't get a chance to play it anymore. The people inside the company thought that, so they immediately launched efforts to remake it. Same with Final Fantasy VIII.
I need to remember to take the battery out of my 3DS for long-term storage.
That's fair. That is a fair thing to do. I leave the batteries in, but I do check them every single couple months. We found a Vita, not Vita, PSP lithium battery that we had to throw out recently.
Oh yeah, that's right. That thing was nasty.
Yep.
Oh look, it's the sun.
He flew too close to the sun, the wings fell off.
That's funny.
Uh,
I remember that Pit's wings burn off in Uprising because he uses them for too long.
mm-hmm.
Jesus. No, that's not Jesus. That's Pit.
True. Karmic says cheeky son. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please drop a like and subscribe and all that jazz. Tomorrow we'll be playing through Mega Man and Bass on Super Nintendo. But I have been your humble host, Gavin the Kitty, and if you enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe, drop a like, follow me on Twitter at GavinDragonYT. You can even donate to the PayPal link on your screen or in the description below. But with all that being said, I have been your humble host. Good night, everybody.